It's late. The city breathes around you, a mechanical beast indifferent to your fate. The year is 2025. The air is damp and cool on your skin. You turn a corner. The world shrinks to the narrow confines of an alley. Streetlights cast long, distorted shadows. A shape detaches from the darkness. Not a monster, just a man. His eyes are wrong. His movements are jerky. He closes the distance fast. His hand clamps down on your wrist like a vice. The grip is hard, unyielding, a brutal shock of pressure and intent. There's no technique here, just raw, desperate strength. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button. And if you love martial arts, drop a heart in the comments below. Every hour in the dojo rushes up. Years of training flash before your eyes, the graceful arcs of Hapkido throws, the intricate joint locks practiced endlessly with a compliant partner on soft mats. But this isn't the dojo. There are no soft mats here, only cracked concrete, slick with something unknown. A failed throw doesn't mean a reset. It means your head hitting the pavement. He isn't your training partner. He is a predator, desperate or malicious. He ignores any script, any rule of engagement you've ever learned. Your mind screams to act. Muscle memory reaches for the techniques. A chilling question freezes you. Will that throw save you or get you killed faster? Will the technique hold up against this raw, unpredictable aggression? This is the ultimate test, the final exam no martial artist wants. All the theories, all the katas, all the slow motion demonstrations, facing the brutal reality of unscripted violence. He only knows the grip and the control. The real question, is that Hapkido throw the right tool for this job right now? Let's look at a classic Hapkido defense. An attacker grabs your wrist. It's a foundational scenario, a test of core principles that every student masters. Your response is immediate, ingrained through repetition. It's a conditioned philosophy of redirecting force, not meeting it head-on with brute strength. You don't pull away. That's a losing game of strength. Instead, step in, closing the distance on your own terms. Your free hand comes over the top, securing their hand, preventing them from striking. Rotate your captured wrist. Thumb to the gap between their thumb and fingers. A subtle, almost delicate movement that uses biomechanics to unlock their entire structure. This begins countless techniques, a lock or a throw. It feels powerful in the dojo. It feels smart. Their wrist angles, pain shoots, the partner taps. This is pain compliance, a gentleman's agreement that works because your partner wants to avoid injury. But we're not in training. The goal on the street isn't a tap, it's neutralization, and your attacker hasn't agreed to play by any rules. From the lock, a throw is logical. Drop your center, pull them off balance, send them crashing. It looks clean, decisive. But theory begins to fray at the edges. Does this sequence hold up in 2025? The modern attacker learns from different violence, clips, movies, the street. Fights devolve into grappling. They won't freeze at wrist pain. They'll close distance, tackle, or swing wild. Effectiveness becomes a question of time and context. A Hapkido throw is leverage and timing, but it requires things to go right. A proper grip, predictable reactions, space. In the dojo, those are givens. On the street, they aren't. The artistry is undeniable, but its practical application is under scrutiny. The dojo is a sanctuary, the street is not. The landscape of street violence has evolved. It's not just about a single punch anymore. Even untrained people know the basics of what works. Close the distance, get a grip, control posture, attacks escalate to clinch. A claustrophobic struggle for limbs and posture. They don't need a fancy throw, drive you back, trip you, tackle you. On your back, your mobility vanishes, you're vulnerable to strikes, stomps, and being held down. This is the nightmare, taken down by someone larger and aggressive. Now, it's survival. Avoid worst-case scenarios. Traditional standing, locks and throws can be ill-equipped for smothering clinch pressure. They aren't giving you a wrist. They're wrapping your body, changing levels, driving like a battering ram. Hence, the shift toward anti-grappling and ground survival. The goal is not a perfect throw. The goal is staying on your feet. Learn takedown defense. Learn to break clinches. Create space the moment hands are on you. Any system in 2025 without robust answers to this sequence leaves a dangerous gap. Unscripted combat is the only kind that matters. Violence without a choreographer. He might punch, shoot a takedown, headbutt from clinch. He might pull a knife. Every possibility exists at once. Chaos defines it, and the mind struggles to process the flood of threats. A storm of action and reaction, driven by instinct, fear, aggression. No turn-taking. If then training builds vocabulary, but the if is rarely clear in reality. The attack is ambiguous. He resists and changes angles. There is no clean if to trigger your response. Your rehearsed then simply collapses. Adrenaline hits. Your heart rate spikes. The delicate finger manipulations you practiced are the first to go as fine motor skills evaporate. Tunnel vision sets in. The body defaults to gross motor movement. 5-step delicate techniques get forgotten or just fail. Move beyond compliant drills. Pressure test. Train with resistance, with unpredictability. Partners trying to win. Simulate chaos. Does your wrist lock still work when the other hand is punching? Can you finish a throw while they drag you down? Honest answers separate pretty techniques from practical ones. Let's break down Hapkido anti-grappling under unscripted pressure. Small circle joint manipulation. Wrist, elbow, shoulder. In control, pain creates compliance. Sets up throws or submissions. Strikes aren't finishers here. They're openers. A sharp strike to the chin, temple, or solar plexus breaks their focus and structure. This momentary disruption is the window where a Hapkido throw becomes not just possible but inevitable. Pain compliance fails on adrenaline, intoxicants, or rage. They power through, strike with the free hand, or change angles. They won't react like your partner. Their goal is harm. Multi-step setups cost time, and 2 seconds is an eternity outside. While you focus on one arm, the other arm, and both legs remain free. Maybe his friends too. Clean grips and spacing are rare in a frantic clinch. Getting hips lower and keeping solid control is improbable when both are shoving and pummeling. Commit, fail, and you're just wrestling a violent person. Chasing elegance can block a simpler, uglier, more effective choice. Hapkido isn't useless, its power lies in adaptable principles. Default to the simplest, strongest grip breaks under pressure, not delicate rotation, violent whole body torque. Hit the gripping arm, stomp their foot, rip free with circular power. As you free, frame on chest or face, then step back hard. Distance buys time to assess, access a tool, or run. Disengagement is victory. Don't pause after freedom. One fluid, explosive sequence. Escape, not control. Can Hapkido throw save you in 2025? Maybe, but not like the demos. Classic multi-step, pain-compliant throws are low percentage in chaos. Relying on them is a gamble. Adrenaline, drugs, rage, no cooperation. Setup time invites tackles, sucker punches, and a second attacker. Elegance can be a liability against raw brutality, but the art's principles, circle, balance disruption, leverage, are gold. Use concepts for explosive grip breaks, dominant angles in space over picture-perfect throws. Integrate with clinch fighting, anti-takedown defenses, and basic ground survival. Hapkido isn't the only tool, but it sharpens the rest. It's not the art. It's how you train and adapt. The responsibility is yours. Pressure test, confined spaces, stronger opponents. When you're exhausted and scared, this is the conversation we need. What are your experiences? Where did tradition shine or fail against grappling and chaos? Support our channel, comment, like, share, and subscribe. Tap the bell to get notified about future content. If you want to stay with me, choose a video on your screen, and we'll see you there. Thank you.